Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Rose and welcome back to Masters in Trading Live. You can see I am in the home office. I think I was telling you guys yesterday we had a flood. I was displaced from my house for like 6 months. The waters came in, the family had to move. We finally got back this week and I am so glad to be back in my home. Masters in Trading Live, every single day the market's open, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to get on here and share some tidbits about the market. Today, I got 4 topics. The first one, we have some volatility in the market. We have some uncertainty in the market. The VIX is up, QQQ is down. Let's look, let's see where this market's going. Let's see where we can find some support. Masters in Trading. We have 4 programs and we're building some phenomenal tools for each of these programs. I got a little story about one of the main developers for the Advanced Notice tool. Third topic, Tesla, free falling. Tesla is down 12% as I speak. Let's go over Tesla, a couple of bullet points from the earnings call. And then finally, I want to talk about some options books. I always keep a few books by my desk if I need to reference for any reason. We're going to go over a few of my favorites. I think everybody should have a nice comprehensive options book sitting by their desk if they have any questions. So let's get into it. Let's talk about those QQQs first. Okay, here we are, guys. So we talk often about our line in the sand. Our line in the sand is just a way to keep things nice and simple. When we say keep things nice and simple, what I mean is we just really want one line. And we want one line bullish and one line bearish. So when we look at the market, we are looking at all these lines, okay? And they might just look like trend lines, but what they are, it's daily highs and daily lows. Looking at a daily chart, and if we go further and we look into a weekly chart, okay, this is going to be a weekly chart, weekly highs and weekly lows, okay? These are going to be your big levels. Right now, about 475. Now, in order for the Qs to continue going down, volatility needs to go higher. And that's exactly what it's doing. What I have here in front of you, I have the VIX 30-day and the VIX 9-day. Now we do look at the 1-day. The 1-day is down a little bit, but now that we're in the middle of the day, the rest of the curve is strong. VIX 9-day right now is trading 17. The 3-month. So for 9 days, right now it's trading 17. For 90 days, it's trading 17. That is pancake flat. There is as much risk in the stock market over these next 9 days as there is in the next 90. So right now, we are at a pivot point. If the Qs are going to continue to go lower, I want you to death stare that VIX 9D. If the VIX 9D goes lower, the VIX 9D goes higher, the NASDAQ will trade lower. It's 17 right now. If it starts trading 16, 15, covering Qs will start going higher. Building trading tools. It has been so much fun with my corporate partners to build some phenomenal trading tools, specifically our Advanced Notice trading tool that finds unusual option activity. CRTO is a really interesting name. Look at all this. Wow, JR, what is that? Clean up my little. So CRTO, this is an interesting one. 15,000, 13,000, 13,000. Now, one option is 100 shares of stock. 15,000 options, once in the money, is going to be 1.5 million shares of stock, right? 15,000 times 100. 150,000, 1.5 million. If those are in the money and they become 1.5 million shares, if these are in the money and these become 1.3 million shares, if these are in the money and these become 1.3 million shares, how in the heck is this underlying going to ever have any chance to cover these option orders? It doesn't. Okay, CRTO options got too big for the underlying stock. Now, why this is so cool and why I'm sharing this with you is we shared a trade in CRTO June 27th. June 27th, guys, let's buy for 250 or better. And then yesterday, guys, let's get out for 750 or better. Everybody was giving JR a pat on the back. Way to go, JR, way to go, JR. And at first I accepted them gladly. I went, oh, thank you, thank you. But the more I thought about it, I'm not worthy. This was not my call. I liked the trade, but my buddy Mike here, Mike's the lead programmer on the Advanced Notice tool. We speak all the time. He reaches out to me June 27th. Hey, good morning, Jonathan. No urgency here, but I'm curious to know your thoughts on CRTO. My first thought is, what the heck is CRTO? The ticker has ranked number 1 2 times this week, but it's been unranked 3 of the last 5 days. Now, whenever we're looking for unusual option activity, we're looking for gargantuan orders on relatively small companies. If we see a $10 million order on NVIDIA or a $10 million order on a ADR called CRTO, which one do you think that we're going to care about? We're going to care about the one we've never heard of. We want to say, hey, what the heck is CRTO? I've never even heard of that name. You've never heard of that name because the tool is getting advance notice of big activity to come. So I don't get these kudos. Mike, all these kudos go to you. You found the trade. I just approved the trade. And LA Ray was able to lock in 34 dimes. So congrats to all those traders. But Michael, great job with the advanced notice tool. And thank you for alerting me to this name. Let's talk Tesla. I'm an avid reader, guys. Might surprise you, but I read one book every week. Every single week. I actually go through one audiobook every single week because I'm a runner and I'm a walker and I like to run while listening to books. I just finished Elon Musk's book by Walter Isaacson. And I got to tell you, man, I loved it. I loved it. Not usually a book that I would read, but I just did read the Steve Jobs book by Walter Isaacson that I like so much, so I wanted to read the Elon Musk. My biggest takeaway from this book, he does have Asperger's, and it's really interesting just to dive into his personality, but he is just a crazy risk taker. That's what just blows me away. He really does roll his money from one venture into the next. And I love to see how all his ventures tie together. So I found it really interesting listening to the conference call yesterday. So I wanted to highlight some things. This is from the conference call yesterday with Tesla. Right now, Tesla is down about 12%. Elon Musk is a character, right? Everyone's got their opinions of him. But what really stands out going through the book is that he's in it for the mission. He built Tesla to bring electric cars. He truly does believe in the future of robo-taxis and of automated driving. He's created Starlink, the space company, because he wants to colonize Mars. He wants the species to live on. So it's really beautiful. I mean, of course, it's investments, but fantastic read. Record quarterly revenues despite challenging operating conditions. Okay. Energy storage deployments reached an all-time high. He is spending so much into energy. Automotive deliveries grew. Cybertruck, I think it's the ugliest car I've ever seen. Tesla reaffirmed plans for new, more affordable vehicles. This is long-term. I don't understand how this is going to really help Tesla. Elon Musk emphasized significant investments in AI training, inference, infrastructure to support future products. The company expects growth rate in 2024 to be notably lower. We all know how much Tesla is discounting their cars right now. Musk addressed current EV market challenges, including competitors, potential discount, but viewed this as a short-term issue. So Tesla, I don't like investing in Tesla, but I'm now thinking that all of his companies combined, I feel like he's not running these companies individually. I feel like Tesla is playing to Starlink, and they're all kind of playing together. And there were some really interesting parts of the book about Sam Altman and OpenAI. Elon Musk and Sam Altman started OpenAI to combat Google because Elon Musk was terrified that Google at that time was leading the race for AI, so they started this OpenAI. Now, when Sam Altman decided to take it private, they had a big lawsuit, there was a big fight, because how do you start something that together they started open source as a nonprofit, and then Sam Altman just took private when Elon Musk was a partner of that venture. The thing that's really stood out for me, and I'll get to this in a second, the last couple of chapters of the Elon Musk book talked about AI and talked about the fight for data. Because all of these different MLMs, these different AI, I guess, protocols need data to be trained on. The interesting thing is, who has the most data in the world? Is it Google with their Google search? Is it Apple with their phones? Is it Twitter? Twitter being the world's marketplace? What about Tesla? Tesla has trillions of hours of video of all the cars that they're recording every single day. So Tesla is also a big player in AI and long-term player because, in my opinion, they do have the best access to the data through Twitter and through Tesla. Long-winded way to say, I like the book, I don't like the stock. I do believe, and we're going to switch topics here, that everybody should have an options book next to them, next to their desk. My two favorite option books are in front of you. Options as a Strategic Investment by Lawrence McMillan. It is a phenomenal book. Also, the Natenberg Options Volatility and Pricing. Both of these are lovely books and will get you whatever you need as far as options. I have the Natenberg in Chicago. If you go work for any kind of trading firm or an option firm, they will make you read this book. Either this book or Macmillan. They'll make you go through every single chapter. The reason that I like talking about a book that you should be getting is just talking about calls and puts. That's something that you could learn anywhere. I think that the real benefit of working with Masters in Trading is we can show you how to take that information and use it and apply it to the options market and apply it to potentially growing your trading account. But get that foundational understanding. You could always just look up if you have any question, hey, what's the difference between a strangle and a straddle? Oh, no problem. Let me just go to page 14 and pick that up. In All Access, Markets Moving, we're going to be talking about our earnings advantage trades and how to manage one of our social media companies that's in the process of free falling. Thanks, guys. I'll see you live tomorrow. Once I find my mouse. Wrong mouse. Okay, guys. Thanks.